councillors and members of the public, I'd like to invite you to the Finance Committee meeting. There will be some housekeeping. If there is a fire, it is real and you have to either get out as quickly as you can, either through the windows or through the doors. And the firemen will rescue any members of the public that are disabled.
Email.
Yeah.
I'll take first down. Sorry.
23-21-1 to receive apologies for absence. I do know that John Smith is on holiday.
And we've received his apologies.
Okay, thank you. 23-21-2 to note declarations of interest and requests for dispensation to discuss and vote on a matter in which a member or co-opted member has a disclosable pecuniary or non-pecuniary interest. Councillors?
No.
Thank you. 23-21-3, open forum. Comments and questions concerning items on this agenda may be put to the council by the public during this period. Matters which, in the chairman's view, require debate and or discussion will be referred to the next committee council meeting as appropriate. The public forum is restricted to 15 minutes unless the chairman allows otherwise. Members of the public, have you got any questions?
Is it going to rain tonight?
No, tomorrow.
23-21-4, recommendation for expenditure. To retrospectively approve the following items, and there aren't any. B, to consider any other recommendation requests, and there aren't any. 23-21-5, to receive a copy of the latest bank reconciliation, month-end September 2023. Any comments from the bank statement reconciliation? Councillors?
I just wondered why we had two bank accounts and actually.
We've always had two bank accounts, councillor. The reason is we originally started off with the cooperative bank by a very old chair of the council that it incited that we had to go to the co-op bank. So what we do, we leave so much in the co-op, so much in Barclays and Nationwide savings account. Okay?
Yep.
You happy with that?
Yep.
Okay. Any comments about the validity of the bank account? No? Can I have a proposer to accept it, please? Councillor Sullivan, seconded Councillor Moore.
All in favour?
All in favour, sorry. Yes, it's unanimous. 23-21-6, to review the year-to-date budget summary for 23-24. Now, before I ask councillors if they've got any comments, Ashley was very good and sent it out really early, so we could hopefully all have a look at it.
This is the
And
current
yeah,
quarter's
I know,
budget, yeah.
And so if there are any comments for the up-to-date budget, please let us know. Councillor?
Am I looking at summary of receipts and payments?
No.
No.
We're looking at to
Oh,
review.
sorry, it is called summary. It is called summary of receipts
It
and
is.
payments.
Sorry.
Good question, Roger. Good, yeah, good question.
5, I haven't got it. 21-5, 23-21-6 to review the year-to-date budget summary.
Yeah, it's this one that was in the pack. Did
Oh.
you not? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one.
Yes,
That's the
sorry.
one.
So I hope councillors have had time to look at it. Are there any comments from this, please?
Yes,
Councillor.
Chair. I have two queries, but
Okay,
Ashley's answered both of them for me. They relate to items where the net position at the end of the day is low or even minus. And I wondered whether the budget needed to be increased. One of them was external audit, but then I was told that that doesn't need to be increased because it's at a fixed price.
it is.
But the other one was the CHALC membership, which
Yeah.
left us minus 10.87% as the net position. And I would suggest that perhaps we needed to increase the budget there slightly.
I think the child membership was 151,087 at the time, Ashley, and I said, well, for £10.87, we're not going to lose any sleep because there's still other headings in that town council cost that we could easily move across.
That are underspent.
So we are underspent.
Right.
As a total of that
Yeah.
area. Yeah.
Any more?
My only other point, I don't know whether it's appropriate to raise it here, is War Memorial maintenance. I happened to walk up to the, I noticed that nothing has been, is that right? Nothing has been spent there?
No,
Yeah.
because we have only recently taken it over. So what we need to do, the maintenance side of it, it needs to have a specialist clean. And also, if anything else is needed, we need to do that.
Well, I walked right up to the front of the War Memorial a couple of days ago. You cannot read the inscription on the front panel.
Well, is it because it's
It needs picking out in black paint, like the inscription on all the other facets of the base.
Did you take a picture of it, Roger? No.
Well, the picture would have actually come out blank.
Oh, okay.
My view on this is not to touch it before it
No,
moves suddenly, because I really don't want to go messy with it or anything.
All we need is, it just needs to be cleaned.
But it
as
needs
best as we
It
can.
needs a proper
A proper
look
clean.
and a proper
Yes.
somebody to look at it.
Yeah.
You'd need to use a special paint,
Yeah.
stone paint or something.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
and you
I
need
think Paul's a bit
special,
worried about touching it as well, to be honest, so
Yeah.
we'd
you
rather
need
look-
special
Yeah.
cleaning products to clean it because it's
Yeah.
sandstone. Okay,
Is that organised for before Remembrance Sunday?
No, we don't want to mess
No.
with it before.
We're not cleaning it before then.
we're going
Paul will
to
give
wash
it a
it
general
down,
wash down,
but we're not.
but not,
the deep clean. Yeah, any other comments?
My only other comment, Chair, is that very little seems to be spent from the community grant scheme. And that raised the question in my mind, is the pre-grant check-off papers
Community
Off-
grant scheme,
off-putting?
which code title is it under?
That's 7,000. Social support subsection.
Community
Oh, yeah.
grant scheme. Well, we can't force people to put in grant applications, Roger. Sorry.
Question.
I
Roger
mean,
raised a point about
what we're saying is, we have got quite a very good policy now, whereby people were sort of thinking we were the sweet shop. We had to make sure that we had a proper policy in place, and it is, and it goes out with the grant application, and the people that applied must adhere to that. If they don't, it goes back to them, and we tell them why.
I found it somewhat off-putting. It seemed overlong and complex and seemed to duplicate a lot of what was actually on the grant application form itself.
Unfortunately, Roger, if we didn't do anything, we'd get a lot of applications in
Unsuitable.
that are totally unsuitable. So that's why we send out the procedure. Yes, Councillor.
Am I right in thinking that the actual application form goes back to a previous chairman who wrote it? Was that been replaced?
the application form is something we introduced
Introduced.
Right.
17 or something?
Right, so I see, I know that a certain person bringing something, did you bring it to make it a bit harder to apply for? Right, I'm just remembering
It's a
that.
bit more convoluting, I think.
The policy's not really changed, but the
No.
policy's become the preliminary checks to make sure that people are following the
Yeah.
policy.
Exactly.
I take Roger's point, you can make a form so bulky, whatever you think,
Yeah, but on that point alone, when Ashley sends it out to any applicant, he always puts on it, if you need help,
Right,
please
yeah,
contact
yeah.
me.
I haven't read it in recent times, but I'm just picking up on Roger's point there.
Okay,
That's it,
Thank
it can be detailed, but it needn't be too weighty to make. I'm not ready, so I'm going to suspect it might be, in some people's eyes, a little bit onerous. I'll read it. I'm sure I concur with Roger.
I mean, your primary function is a town council, and you need to move away from a grant awarding body. sort of
Exactly,
thing, to be perfectly
exactly.
honest. It's a
When
nice to have, but
yes.
Yeah.
Well, we have turned a couple down as well.
yeah,
We have had more applicants, we just not agreed to them all.
Exactly, yeah,
Mm.
thank you. Any other comments on the budget?
Sorry, are we saying we shouldn't be pushing this idea?
Pushing what idea?
Having grants?
no, it's not that. It's a nice to have, but it's
That isn't our primary
Primary function.
No, true.
function.
Yeah.
But if you know somebody that could maybe use a grant, there's no harm in a councillor speaking to
No.
them and directing them.
I mean,
To
I'm
Ashley.
sure it can be a case people don't know it's there. It's not available. This is where a good website will come into play.
Oh, we hope so. You know, we'll have people from.
Oh, we
Tyrrell
don't.
to applying. Anyway, stop being facetious, Cynthia, that wasn't kind. Right, can I have a proposer to accept, unless there are any other comments? Sorry. No, go on. No, please. If you've got one.
It's only a typing thing. At the summary, it would be useful to have headings across there. I don't know whether that's can be part of the, it's all computerized.
might be able to. I'd have
We
to
can
look.
fix it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd have to look fiddle.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Scribe are constantly updating their stuff. It's
Yeah,
changed
yeah.
today when I had a look at it, the whole dashboard. So
Yeah. It's just a matter of us adopting,
yeah.
you know, what they're saying.
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Okay, can I have a proposer to accept the year-to-date budget summary, please? Councillor Susan Moore and seconded by Councillor Roger Small. Thank you. Next one. Oh, all in favour?
I tried to be discreet
Unanimous.
Unanimous.
Prompt.
Okay. 23-21-7 to approve the quarterly income and expenditure accounts for quarter 2, 2023-2024. Comments from councillors, please, if there are any.
It's not a comment particularly about the budget, but what's happening about the telephones? Because all the long lines and things are going, aren't they?
They are. So I'm assuming we're just moving across to voice over internet.
So will it just be a seamless move?
I would hope so.
Should be.
I would hope so. Yeah.
Will it?
My Virgin move was seamless.
Mine is seamless as well.
Ours hasn't gone yet, has it?
Yeah.
Or unless it's seamless,
Oh,
and I don't
Ours
know.
went
No,
within an hour.
we don't yet. Got
An
the kiss.
hour. Ours went over within an hour.
I'll advise
Have
you.
we had a notification of it?
Not yet. Not from our suppliers. They must be doing it at some point. But
Thank you for that, Councillor Moore. Any other comments on the payments listing, please? And I assume that everybody has had an opportunity to read through it.
Yes, so we have read through it.
And you have, right, you were still busy looking through. Okay, can I have a proposer to accept? Councillor Sullivan, seconded by Councillor Small, all in favour? Unanimous. Thank you. 23-21-8, report from relevant councillor regarding the internal controls for Q2 2023/24.
Thank you, small.
Thank you.
I dragged you in the office yesterday and you looked through the books.
Yes, what do I need to say?
Okay.
Did you
happy
find
with them?
anything?
Everything that I looked at seemed absolutely fine to me.
Okay,
Checked it all very
Thank you.
carefully.
I don't know.
thank you very much. Councillor Small did the audit on that quarter. And can I have a proposal to accept it, please? Councillor Susan Moore, seconded Councillor Sullivan. All those in favour? Unanimous.
I found that job very interesting. Very interesting. I learned quite a lot from it.
Right, 23-21-9. This item is for the budget for year 24-25. I hope that councillors have had the opportunity to go through it. I did go through it, very detailed, and I had some notes to change, and also I needed to find out the combined salary costs, because this budget has been prepared with a view of us taking over the youth centre. Any comments from anybody?
Yes, Chair. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
sorry,
a question.
yeah.
We've got no money set aside for contingency disaster recovery. Why is that?
I think it's because we have another contingency fund further down in
Right.
the budget, and the auditor did have us on
We did.
2 sets of contingency.
Yeah.
In the past.
Contingency 5,000.
Yes.
Yes.
So what does
Yes.
that cover then?
Any problem.
Anything. So
Yes,
perhaps-
yeah.
Right, so next year that will be to that contingency disaster recovery will not be.
No, we can erase that totally. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have one other query. Yes. Youth provision, 23-24 was three and a half grand, and this coming year is 3,000. What did we actually spend?
Oh, it's all right. It's something that Ashley and I discussed as well
Right.
on this, and to date, they've only spent.
It's actually 900.
No, well,
This yeah,
okay.
900 this
So-
year. Previous year, we went through a lot of headings. We actually, out of that, the Uniform Hardship Fund and the Breakfast Club from the Grange as well. So,
Oh, right.
yes,
Okay.
yeah, so it was spread a bit more widely than, yeah.
Right, okay, thank you. I think those are my only 2 queries.
Okay.
Right.
Can I
Shall
have?
I have a
Oh,
couple of
sorry.
queries, Chair?
Go on.
It was a few days ago that I looked at this, but against Chalk membership, I wrote down raised to 1,600, but I think you've already convinced us that we don't need to do that because we've got money in other pots which would cover any increase. Is that correct?
Well, yes.
I'm happy to adjust it by £100
Yeah.
for the sakes of it. Yeah, if it makes everybody more comfortable, that's absolutely
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
I mean, I thought about that, Ash.
I know. It's a bit. I know.
You think, well, what are they putting it? What are they going to put it up to?
They don't normally put it up by much.
No.
It's based on your number of electors somehow.
Would you be happy to increase it by 100?
Yes, I would.
I'm
Would you know
fine
that,
with that.
please?
Yeah, that's not
Okay.
a problem.
Thank you.
My only other query, and I don't know why I wrote this down, other than the prospect of getting energy bills in my own home, against additional power sources, I've written, need to increase the budget substantially, question mark.
No, it's fine as it is. It is fine as it is.
Ashley did get some forecasts, so that's what we based it on,
Right.
really. But at the end of the day, we will be much more prudent, is the word, because the heating's on from 8 o'clock in the morning, all day, and nobody measures it, so, you know, we'll make sure that, hopefully.
This is a,
No, this is under our Christmas light. We've got hit with 3 bills
sorry.
in 1 year.
Oh, yeah, we did. Sorry, I thought you
because of the
meant-
change from Eon to N Power, for some reason they just didn't bill us for a couple of years, and then eventually they found us.
Even though we did chase them.
Yeah, it was coming.
Sorry, I thought you were talking.
No, I just submit what's called an unmetered supply reading to Electricity Northwest, but they only give it to the what do they call them? The operators.
Yeah.
So I send that off in good faith, but because of this big change between N Power and Eon Net, for some reason it just didn't come through the system. So
what on earth is our usage there metered?
it's unmetered. It's called an unmetered supply.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really a discussion for this table. I'll explain it to you
Yes.
at some point. Yeah, it's what you use to meter streetlights.
So,
And it's very.
so would it pay to plug in our toasters and
Yes.
Councillors, sorry, you got.
No, that's it.
Right.
Quick one. Back to grants again, which is obviously a fixed finite amount of money. Which haven't been overused, have they, from what we said? If we had suddenly a run this next 12 months and then the money is used up and then a really good cause comes forward, is there flexibility, or do we say, sorry, it's all gone?
No. Well, we have had a discussion on that in past years, and if it's on a first come, first served basis,
It's gone.
Peter, so when it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah, fine.
Now, if I can just say that I know of a council that's in negative because of their grants. They've carried on giving them out, and they've gone
I
negative.
suppose you can't really make a special case, can you? Nothing about it.
It would very
Yeah,
much
it's a precedent,
depend.
wouldn't it?
No,
Yeah.
it would very much depend on the special case.
But
I'm not going to say no, definitely. I'm
Because
sure
you would go
the
into
chair-
a general reserve, you could
Because
theoretically.
we've got reserves.
the greatest problem it would be if you got two suddenly come forward. Yeah, it's probably digging holes in it for yourself,
Well-
really. Probably safe to say it's gone, it's gone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've never ever reached
No.
the
No.
budgeted amount.
No.
But it's always next year, apply next year.
No, we don't say that at all. Okay, can I have a proposer to review and make recommendations to full council regarding the budget proposal for 24-25?
Do we need to specify the increase in that
It's
one?
That comes
Done
on
it,
to the next
yeah.
one, yeah.
You'll have an amended budget,
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah.
Councillor Small proposed, Councillor Susan Moore seconded, all those in favour? Just to say, prior to Ashley printing this, I did go through it with him, and there were some other amendments, but you wouldn't have known about them because you had an updated budget. Okay, but thank you for taking the time to look at it. Right, 22-21-10, to review and make recommendation to full council in respect of setting the precept for financial year 24-25. Right. We are going to increase it. Oh, sorry. The proposal is that we increase it to £176,000. Now, when I first heard about this, I did contact Ashley. We had a very in-depth conversation about why and whatever. And basically, it's all to do with the fact that we are about to take over a very expensive asset. But we don't know how expensive, but we need to have the money in place in order for us to put right what is wrong. And I've deliberately not commented on the whys and wherefores, but Ashley and I did have a very good conversation. I did discuss it with the chair as well, the chair of the council. So I'm happy that we recommend that the precept is increased. Before that, can I ask councillors for comments, please?
What are we increasing it from?
From
110.
To 176?
Yes.
No, 170.
170.
It's a lot of money.
I know it is, but when you look at the figures, councillor Sullivan, we've got to do it.
We're having to pay for Remembrance Sunday every year. We do continue to pay for Christmas lights every year. We do continue to pay. Unfortunately, now it gave me a massive pay increase, which doesn't help the position, does it?
Yeah,
So-
but she's not going to get that next year. That's why. Sorry, have you finished, Roger?
I was going to say, it doesn't seem to be a big increase to me, but from 170 to 176.
No, from 110.
From
From
110 to
110 to
170.
176.
Oh,
170.
60,000 increase, Roger.
Yeah, 60,000. Yeah, and it can be justified. It's not something that we've just picked a figure out.
No,
out of
I don't
the
want to turn out
sky.
to this council next December and say we're bankrupt.
Yeah, exactly.
I always have difficulty in getting my mind around the precept and
All right.
Oh,
So is Warren. I thought it's not me.
He's wrong.
Okay.
We got from Charlotte.
because the precept is governed by several factors, isn't it? One of which is the number of households
Yes,
in the
correct.
parish,
Yeah.
and that's increasing
Yeah.
and has increased since
Yes.
last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Has that made
It will spread
spread
the
the load?
increase out more. Yeah. It will spread the increase out.
It's my
Yes,
impression
right.
the number of houses is not that large, and therefore the
Yeah.
spreading out of this increase is not going to be that wonderful.
And
Yeah.
no,
I mean,
I estimate it's about £2 a month.
I know. It was £2 for each
About
house.
£2 a month. Yeah. Per household.
£2 a month per
Per
household.
household.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still cheaper than getting a green bin,
It
isn't it?
is.
Well, exactly.
It is.
And can I just
Or-
say
Yeah.
that we are still
This could be some of
considering
that
the
door,
number of
please. Sorry, I'm just
properties
making
we've got.
control.
Sorry,
Oh,
so can you? I'm not
oh,
Yeah, not,
I was there. Right.
Can
I was just going to say that the 170 wasn't taken lightly. I mean, when I first saw it,
If I can say we can decrease it next year.
Yes.
we will.
and that's what we're looking at. But we can't promote that because we don't know what
And,
this is going to cost.
and another big impact on this has been not running the youth centre this year, not
Exactly.
getting the receipts from it.
And not
So
running it.
it's just compounded
Yes, of course.
a few problems sort of thing.
And also, there are people using the youth centre that have been here for a very long time that pay an absolute pittance for what they charge their members to come to. So, a business plan will be drawn up and hopefully we will look at it in such a way. But what we're looking at really is to promote this building and make it profitable because we can if it's run properly. Okay, did you want to speak?
yes, I just wanted to say that the logic behind taking over the youth centre is that it's my firm opinion that Cheshire East will sell this at the drop of a hat because they're so desperate for money, and we need this place for our residents. It is the last stronghold for anybody, and we desperately need it. Now, we know we'll probably make a loss in the first year, but if we aren't prepared to put, well, we estimate, what was it, about 15
I
max?
reckon.
Yeah.
If we're not prepared to put £15,000 into the coffers for our residents to make sure that they have a community where they can meet, somewhere that's there for everybody to use, then I think that's a poor show, to be quite honest.
Thank you.
And the other thing is that I did get an email from Andrew Backhouse about help and support to make older buildings like this more environmentally friendly, and you know, help with heating bills and such like that, which I have forwarded to Ashley. And those, hopefully, we might be able to apply to some people to help us keep those costs down. So that's something else to consider.
Yeah, and also one of the things that I was looking at is going to the businesses and saying, you know, if you support us for this, you know, we'll promote you, and we've done that in the past. So, but I thank you, Councillor Moore, that was very good. Any other comments?
Yeah.
Councillor Peter Moore.
I'm again very much behind you. There's some good ideas being raised there. My concern is we haven't had a meeting about this place to start a plan rolling to be well ahead of the game.
We have.
I've not been involved. I'm on the group.
Well,
We'll organise something
Who
to
has?
bring you up to speed a bit more, yeah.
yeah.
I don't want to get caught out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's, we're getting it. No,
Yeah.
no
I'll
plan.
arrange something to bring everything.
Wasn't there a
together.
meeting sort of pre this council? So I don't think
Yes,
there's been one since
perhaps
this,
not, yeah.
Because well, the clerk didn't have the information
No, there's only been plenty of
And
discussion.
that we,
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can get ideas rolling. We
pardon?
can get ideas rolling now, get ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Well,
have
yeah,
thoughts
that's what we're
and we have a
trying
work
to do.
group which hasn't
Yeah.
met yet,
Okay,
which is
Yeah.
a slight concern.
can you organise?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Thank you. And just who wants to sit on this working
We've
group?
got one already.
We haven't.
We have.
We did create one
Yeah.
in May at
I
the
think we
annual
did.
meeting.
Did we?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it hasn't met yet.
Can you let me know?
Yeah, yeah.
Who's on it, please? Okay, so with that in mind, we've spoken about the precept. Can I have a proposer to accept that we increase it from 110 to 170? Councillor Susan Moore, can I have a seconder, please? Councillor Small, all those in favour? Unanimous. Thank you, councillors.
It's amazing
Are
what you,
there any other business on finance, sure matters, before I close the meeting?
No, Chair.
Okay, no, thank you.
Expect a
just
backlash,
meeting-
by the way, to that. Expect a backlash from some people.
You don't say that,
it's,
councillor.
it's interesting if you follow national and local news, how councils are cutting
What
back.
time is it now?
It's
Just gone
7:02, so let me just set this up.
Close of meeting.